Hello and welcome to episode number 18 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's YouTube channel. Now, last episode we complained a little bit. We complained a little bit about some issues that we're having with having multiple universities in a city. So basically what is happening, we are telling all the people here. Let's put on the overlay again. Up here and find the kitty wiggies here. There we go. So all the students here, we are telling them to go to the bus stop. Since we have now 2 universities in our city, we want them to only go to the technical university to get their education. Now that is not a problem. The problem arrives here. With the orphanage here. They constantly go into this here, where there is no free party officials to, you know, tell them what to do and get them a high education. So yeah, that's kind of what we were struggling a little bit with last time. We also are waiting for people to move into this block here, so we can tell them to also go down here. We're gonna have a lot of people at this bus stop eventually, I would imagine. That's fine, that's fine. Hopefully in time we can have people being educated both here and here. But for now, when we're doing research, we kind of have to dedicate some resources to research and some to education. Right now we are doing only education here. There we go, and then another one. So still from the orphanage. He's not going to the right place. And it's weird he goes here as well. Reason is that if you look at the walking distance here, it seems like 268 and 247. So I don't understand why he doesn't go down here and get this university education. Also, we're almost done with this research. That means we can build higher density buildings. We also have this here. It's the final building down here, and we're gonna build it today. Yes. So, if we need anything to be demolished, well, then we're gonna use that one. Now I can't remember what we need. I think we need an excavator, a dumper, and a waste thing, and a bus to deal with all of that. Also, we have set this up to 7 workers. That could have been a little bit of a bad idea. Happiness is going fine though. Everything is kind of running smoothly, but we're basically just babysitting the Republic until it grows a little bit. Or until we have the correct research. And, you know what, let's go nuts. Let's go nuts. Everybody, focus on the research. We're gonna get this done today, and we'll see what we unlock of buildings. That means we're going to get a little drop in our education level here. We have 252, so that should be fine. We only have like 398 workers. So yeah. We've had, like, in total, we have had 93 deaths, 2 people left, and we have had 331 people being born in our republic. So even though it's going slow, you know, slow and steady wins the race, somebody said once. So yeah, that's kind of what we're aiming for. We are... I was kind of thinking we could plan something out today, but I'm just not quite sure what we will plan out, because the thing that I want to build is locked behind some serious amount of research. It is the, I'll just say it already, the vehicle production line. Alright, come on, finish it up. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Come on. This also is going quite well. We are, though, using... I think we'll put this back down to 3. We don't need that many people working here. There we go. Our expert at the Technical University finished a new research, prefab panel construction. So now we can have a little look and see what kind of new buildings we can build. There was something locked. So we have these, which is just a little compact building. But if I'm not completely mistaken, I think we can put these like rather close to each other and have them kind of look like one ginormous building. Let's see if I'm a liar or not. Almost. I'm almost a liar. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna look good having multiple of those at the same time. But then we have unlocked a whole bunch of new residentials. We don't have this... Excuse me. Put away the bulldozer, please. This one we have seen. This one has 66 workers, but the quality of the flat is rather low. 92, also rather low. Although it's a cute building, though, I must say. And then we have this one, which holds 50. I'm not quite sure what I think about this building here. What's the quality of it? 90. It's actually a pretty good one. But would it be nice if we have multiple right next to each other? That is like the main question here. So basically, the way you see it is basically, can you see a gap between the buildings? And I don't think we do, so we could potentially make something out of it. Maybe. See how it looks in the back. That's also going to be hard to see. Okay, so what was it? This one we looked at, 50. And then we have this one here, which also has 50, but this is not going to look nice, having multiple at the same spot here. But we could potentially... Well, they kind of clip a little bit, don't they? That is nice. We could make something very obnoxious looking like that. But yeah, and but we're not done yet looking at these buildings, because there are a couple of new buildings. Like, look at it. Ooh. Ooh, this is actually pretty nice. Because this is an angled building. So we could have done like... something like that and build like a whole city block kind of like this. Well, if we could just get it the right angle here. Like so. And kind of make some cool shapes and whatnot. If we mirror you. How's that gonna look? So something like that. It's gonna be a pain to get all the... all the footpaths out here, but it's definitely doable. Oh, I like that. I like that. This is new. This is new and delicious. Mm. And then we have this one for 75. We kind of need to make sure that like the quality is high. So this one is also high quality, but this is just a cube. How many people do you hold? 50. But it's tiny compared to this. It is cute, though. I could imagine having a couple of those scattered around. Then we have these. They are 90, 90, and 90. So all of these are 90. Let's just have a look at them. So it's not much difference. It's just like the layout, I think. This holds 100. Alright, let's just put them right next to each other. We'll start here. And then you. So this, I kind of feel like, is one series, right? One series. This might be another series. Because they have like those square things on the end there. So that could kind of go in with this building here. And then you have these. I kind of feel like these... Well, maybe they are kind of similar. Maybe they are all kind of similar. But it depends on the color and such. And then we have this. This is like an old vanilla thing. It can hold 75, right? Yeah. It was a good building back in the days. These we also have built a bajillion of, but the quality isn't very high on this one. 83, it's actually not that bad. Okay, so we have some fairly high quality buildings here that we can look at. And then we also have some more new buildings in the high density category, which excite me. So we started with these two. So we looked at those in the beginning, and we also looked at this, because this also has like a little what should we say, a little corner piece to it, which we could have made something in or out of. This, I think this is what we are thinking. Yeah, this is very low quality, very cheap building, but you know, if you need a place to live, well, you know. 89, this is also from the vanilla assets. And then we have this one, also from the vanilla assets. This is actually pretty good, 91% quality. This is also a vanilla thing. And so is this, I believe. But all of these are new. And what are the durable prefab panels? Well, I guess we're gonna... If we were a little bit smart, just a little bit, we would have started the next research. Wouldn't we? I think we're gonna go for... Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, sure, you can do that. And how are we doing with this research here? 30 some odd %. We have lost a little bit of happiness for some reason. But yeah, over to the high-rise buildings. So that is basically this guy. It is 70% quality of the flats. Both of these are 70. So it's basically... What was that? No loyalty. Well, that's fine. So it's basically this one and this one. So just a long row of houses, basically. What is it, like 2 of these? No, 1.5 of these. It doesn't seem like we can kind of connect them very well. But yeah, that is... how many people? 130, 195. And then we have another set here, which has a little bit higher... quality of flats. And it also holds a... Wait, only 20? Okay, I thought it was 25 for a second there. The lifespan of the buildings. Let's see here. So you can hold 170. Excuse me, game. There we go. 170. And yeah, it doesn't quite seem like we can build like long row houses with those. Like so. No, it seems like there is a gap between them. It's very, very hard to tell. And then we have a bigger one, which hold how many? 225. What is going on here? 225, so that is a little bit bigger. Maybe we could get these built fairly close to each other. And then this is 280, which is, well, quite a lot bigger. But it's the same design, right? It's just scaled up. And then we have this one, 150. This is a cute one. I kind of like this a little bit. Just a little bit. There is like 2 ways in, one back and one front. Alright, was that all the buildings that we unlocked here? Ah, no, not quite. There is another very important building, and that is the prefab panel factory. Yeah, there we go. The prefab panel factory. Okay, it seems like we might also have gotten some new students here. Let's just make sure that they're all getting to the bus stop, so they can go and get educated on the right place. Yeah, the main problem here is I forget which building was what. I think we did all of these, but let's just go over them for the sake of going over them, right? Yeah, it seems like everything is fine here. We also had, or was it this building here? Yeah, still nobody moving in here. Last chance to buy what? The ore hopper. I think that is a Dolorino thing. Still, we don't actually have any issues here. I mean, we don't have any unemployed people. Gosh, which Republic can say that? We have no unemployment. Everybody's working. We have now 407 workers. I kind of wonder how much people are we getting last month. So we get around 10 people each month, give or take. Last year was a good year. This year, a lot of people have died, but, you know, people get older, so that is understandable. It could also be that we have some pollution from here. Economy is also going up, and also we have built a demolition office. Okay, so let's move one bus over. We're gonna need to move one excavator over. And we're gonna need to move... Oh, do we only have one flatbed? We only have one flatbed. That is absolutely obnoxious. Alright, so... how do we want to deal with that? Question mark. What are you doing? You are moving steel, so we are using you. Alright. Anyways, we'll tell them to drop everything out here, except for workers. Workers we're going to be picking up at our own bus stop. And hazardous waste. We are going to be shoving in here. It's not going to be much, but I also would like to see how we are doing in town here. I also forgot to move a waste truck over here. There should be one here. So we have these two. Well, at least this one. This is gonna go from house to house and just picking up the containers. Not the containers, but the these little things. I'm also curious how they do this. So, let's say you work here at the cinema here. You have to drag this little box here all the way up here and around here and up here, and then you have to lift it and pump it in here. Is that how it works? Anybody? Actually, they can actually just go over here though. But still. I don't think... Oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to have this one up so we can actually see what we were doing here. But yeah, I think we kind of are done here. Oh, there we go. He's from the orphanage, of course. He didn't get the memo. It's just wandering in here. Yeah, excuse me. I would like some college education. Is that okay? No? No? Alright, I'm just gonna sit here then for 5 hours. And then go home. Because, you know. Why not? But yeah, so when we get this research done, let's see here. Do we have to do this in 2 segments? There we go. Yes, we're gonna have to do that in 2 segments. That unlocks both the vehicle distribution centers, and then we can do this container and then also the train. But I think after we have done this research here, we're gonna go ahead and do the fire prevention thing. So what does it do? So the initial of the discipline and study how the fire could be prevented. So fire preventive measures. And then we have fire prevention guideline standards, all factories. Result is decrease those buildings to catch fire. Wait, result is decrease those buildings to catch fire, okay. And then we also have civilian infrastructure, which is also, you know, nice. Don't want to have like the shops, the hospitals and others. And then we also have residential firefighting issues. And after that, I kind of feel we don't need that university anymore. We could, of course, do all the tourism research. And we also going to need some research here to do the radio broadcasting influence. But yeah, the main issue is this area. And I actually feel like we have done quite a decent amount of research here. 20% already. Huh. It was the same amount of workers as workdays required as the other one. But to be perfectly honest, it's a little bit tedious with the research, but I'm very, very glad I added it. Because it adds another layer. Another layer to the cake. The non-existent communist cake. Yeah, there we go. And we also need some names here. For now, we'll just call it... Waitski. What should we call it? Sorry, usually... Waistski. That's what we're gonna call it. Not whiskey, but... Waistski. There we go. Waistski. Basically... a nice the script name. And we also have this area here that we're just going to be calling something viewer park something. Kind of feel that's a good name. What is... Okay, let's see if we can find some good Google Translate. What is water on Russian? Okay, how the heck do you say that? So I don't read Cyrillic, but okay. If I Russian, so voda.
Вода.
Vada. Is O pronounced A?
Вода.
Vada. Okay. Well, in Norwegian it's van. What was it? Not woof. Voda. Ski. Vodaski. There we go. There we go. Vodaski. Bordergrad and Waitski. Are there more passengers here that needs to be moved over? No? I kind of feel like there might be some here. Well, I might be feeling wrong. And we still haven't gotten anybody moving in here. Nobody wants to live here. Wonder why. Yeah, already 20% on the research, 26% actually, 53% here. So this is going fairly well. Study about optimization of logistic infrastructure and make logistics more automated and decentralized. Goody good. So we could continue building, but it also would be nice to save up a little bit of money. I know we're not making like head over heels when it comes to money, but we're making some. So how much do we get for a shipment of toxic waste nowadays? I don't know. Hopefully it's something. That was a very strange animation, though. We get 1,400. And how are we dealing with this, though? Let's see, we are up to 50%, so we should be emptying out these as well. And we are up to 80% here. And, you know, it's being cleaned. It's being cleaned. Okay, you seem to be coming up here and picking up waste. And the majority of the waste is construction waste, aluminium waste and stuff. Let's see here. Oops. I mean, it is money, right? There we go. It's 50 rubles. Okay, I'll take that as a win. I'll take that as a win. So we are... Let's see here. I just want to see how much... 15 is the highest I've seen so far. And how much does one... Because everything here is connected to one pipe. Okay, so we still have plenty to go. With the new buildings, should we plan out some new buildings? Like if we do that, they should be able to walk all over the place. But we probably would like to put in a building with a high quality. Like this one here. Some 90-odd%. Problem here, though, they can't quite reach the... they can't quite... Well, they can reach the hospital. I don't think there is any chance of them reaching the university now, so they have to go through the bus stop. If that is the case. Building that would potentially allow us to... just trying to think if there is any other spots where we could have placed this. I mean, we could have made a line of that. I think that might look... It might look a little bit shabby. Hmm. 91. Is there any higher? 94. This one is actually pretty high up on the comfortable scale. On the medium, we have 90. 90, so we can get 100 people in here. Alright, what do we... Should we do it? Should we do it? 100 people. Compared to these, which only have 42. We also have two different one of these. Why is one of them like 2 tons more expensive? What seems to be the difference here? There is a little bit of difference here. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. It's definitely going to be rough to see if they are aligned to the grid, though. If we mirror you, place you here. Maybe not. Okay, the other one with 100. You seem easier to kind of add on to. Right? So we'll use that one. Now, the only question here, do we want to have them go in this direction or the other direction? Just get the right pixel in there. Now, there is also a problem with height here. Well, if you're gonna be a stickler, then be a stickler. We'll, lower or flatten the terrain here. So you can see there is a very solid white line here, which is not quite ideal. Actually, I think we'll actually bring it out from here. And we could also temporarily remove that one. And flatten out the terrain. about that. That should be good enough. So 100 versus... What else did we have? Which was fairly high quality. This guy is so much better, though. So that is almost 200 people. Do we want to have you go in this direction? So I'm just just having a little internal conversation with my OCD here. I hope you don't mind. So if we did put you down here and then have you out here, or potentially down here, that's not gonna work. So you need to be here. And then you need to be diagonally down here. Okay, we still have it placed a little bit wonky. Ah. Oh, we actually don't have heat access here? Yeah, we do. We do. Well, we should, right? Oh, this is perfect. But we're gonna take these roads out first because we're gonna meet up in the middle here, so... Like so. And turn off the snapping here. And then meet up in the middle here. And then meet up in the middle here. And then we should get a fairly straight path out here. Just make sure it's not being built. And we probably also would like to have a way out of here. So we'll break that again. Turn off the topographic map. Get you in there. Get you in there. Get you straight down. And you straight down. And you straight down. Now we should be able to connect all of those. Get you up here, and then we're probably going to do something like that. That could definitely be better. Like so. Now let's see here. How far can we get from here? We cannot get all the way to the bus stop. Which probably means we're going to be upgrading. Let's give them some pleasant footpaths. That goes down here. that should hopefully do it. Now we're probably going to need workers for these construction bits here. And we're also going to be building this guy. Yes. And we're also going to be upgrading these. We could just upgrade these with gravel. And of course, these little cheat roads here needs to go. And oh, we have another issue here. Do we need to have that come down here? No, because we have... No, we don't need that. Alright. Finally, we have a little expansion to our little city. Now we're just going to have to hope and pray that we actually can reach it. What was it I said? 480? I would imagine this is the shortest way. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Right. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Still nobody moves in here. Well, they're probably going to be moving in these buildings rather quickly, I would imagine. Another thing I wasn't thinking of. We probably would like to upgrade that and that. These all gonna need workers to complete. So let's queue that up. But yeah, we are kind of making money, and we're kind of slowly chugging along. I know slowly is perhaps the main word here, but we are slowly chugging along. And even though we have very little money, we are kind of doing quite good. Let's see, last month. Excuse me, last month. Is that for clothing? How much did we earn? 9,000 on the hazardous waste. So we, I think we're doing fine. So we have like this industry here that is generating us not very much money, but it's generating like a consistent amount of money, and that's kind of better than having the big bulk that we get from the clothing factory. Also, how is research coming along? It is coming along. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if we... Yeah, we're also going to have to replace a whole bunch of bushes, so maybe we'll do that next episode. So we can save and load the game and replace these. That is kind of the most annoying thing. Also, I saw people, Joe, said something about this might actually... No. I don't think that works. I think that is just for grass and these bits here. So how much steel do you need? 7.7 tons of steel. Now there is one thing we could have done though. And hear me out. This might be a stupid idea. But it's going to be our idea. We could set up a sort of gravel... maybe not. We're going to need a little bit more open space for that. So we could plan that out here. That means we're going to have to move quarried stone from here all the way down to here. But that is something we can do. So basically what we're going to be planning out, we're going to planning out construction, basically. So we can make our own construction. So what we're going to have in that area, we're going to have the cement plant, concrete factory, prefab factory, asphalt plant, and brick factory. We're also going to have the sawmill and the woodcutter. So basically, if we're going to do any construction, the only thing we need to procure is going to be bitumen, because we're going to need bitumen to make asphalt. We're going to need gravel and bitumen to make asphalt. Then we're going to need cement, which we need to import to make prefab panels. Then we're going to need some water. That shouldn't be a problem whatsoever to get. And gravel and cement to make concrete. Then we're going to be making gravel, so we'll make quarried stone into gravel. And then we're going to have a gravel quarry, which is going to be making quarried stone, so I guess we'll have that somewhere up here. I mean, it is possible. I'm just trying to see the setup in my head here. It is possible, but it could severely affect the water well out here. That is kind of what I'm a little bit worried about. And also, it doesn't seem like it was like super good quality. Or we could just dig into the mountain here and make something out of that. That is also an option. But that is also quite far away, isn't it? Excuse me. From here to wherever in here. Where is the bus stop? There. Here. So that is quite far away. So remember, we're also going to have to supply that area with water, sewage, electricity, garbage facilities. Yeah, it's going to be a whole thing. But it's definitely doable. And having that out here, connect that up to the highway that is going to come out here. Yeah, I think that is potentially a good idea. And how are we? Oh, look at that! They made one little. Oh, made one little lamp pole here. Light in the darkness. And remember what we actually were supposed to be making. Oh, how did we get from this to that? We were supposed to be making one of these. One of these. The yeah, yeah, that's strange. Well, we did a thing at least. So so yeah. Let's bring up the construction yard here. I just want to see. Yeah, we shouldn't be. Let's have all of them at low. So this is basically what we should have done in the beginning of them. Have all of them on low, have one of them on high, and one of them on medium priority. So basically when this is done, we'll up that to high priority, and then we'll up the next one up to medium priority. That is the best way to do it, because if not, I kind of feel the construction offices might have potentially some trouble sending the right vehicle to the job. But that might just be me. And look at that. How much do you come with? Yeah, one day, my friend, one day you're going to be moving trees instead of whatever you're doing right now. Ah, good news. The global price of coal ore on the global market is going down. Experts believe that this change is... the change in price may take up to 3 weeks before returning to... Oh, that's not much. Well, it's good that it's right before snow. So, so yeah, maybe we'll do that. Or maybe you want to see them build this, perhaps. I was kind of thinking we could end it now and restart when the snow is done, but it could also be that we could finish this off with a little montage of this little area here. Let's do that. And there we have it. The building is complete. One thing that happened between the episodes, well, nothing burned down, I hope. Between the episodes, between the segment here, we got the final person moving in here. So I told them to go and work at the bus stop because we got spammed down by. It seems like he's not a very happy camper. 40s, yeah, he's not very happy. He's missing a little culture, though. Let's see, these should also be within range, please. Maybe not. Okay, that could be potentially problematic, but I think if we just get like a path out here, we should be fine. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can fix that. So we would like you to come down about here and then press escape. Press 1 because that's where I have the road connected, and there we go. And there we go. Now we should have access to garbage. It could also be because we haven't actually made any of the roads here. Let's see here. Those and those and those. So yeah, that means we should have room for 189 people in this apartment block. It's definitely going to cast a shadow over the museum here, but what can I say? What can I say? And they should also be able to walk. Well, they can walk all the way out here. So that's going to be good. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for this episode. We are losing some... well, we have actually quite a bit of prisoners. Let's increase the amount of prison guards we have here. We're going to do one more thing before we call it a day. Because we do have a prisoner bus here. This guy here. We're going to tell him to go to the prison. He's going to be picking up all the prisoners he can. And then he's just going to be shoving them in here. And then they're going to be helping out with the sewing machine. Because we don't have actually that many people going in here. So, see here, here's the prison bus coming. So let's see, are they gonna be... Do they have long sentences? 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 1 year. Yeah, so they don't have like super long sentences, but it needs to be dealt with anyways. So there we go, he picked up one prisoner, and then he's gonna be bringing it in here. Where it's actually, well, Christmas lights are still blinking. I'm not quite sure when they take those down. So, there we go. We have one prisoner in here helping out. There he is. Doing good job making up to the community what he has messed up. So, so yeah, I think with that, I think we'll call it an episode. Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, there should be a like button, a comment section, of course a red subscribe button underneath the video. It all goes towards helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care and keep smiling.